Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, hey yo man, we got yo, who we got over here? Yo. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. We got the owner of the Cowboys, I believe it is, the owner of the Cowboys, talking real crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get to that in a second, man. About a player, about one of the players, man. You know what I'm saying? We got Rick Ross's ex implicating him in the murder, man. Trick updating Rick Ross on the no-fly zone, man. We also got the Diddler, man, and what's going down with him, man. Actually, we got a lawyer revealing that the tell-all book on the Diddler. We're gonna talk a little bit about that. Celebs speaking on Diddy parties, man, and people at his parties doing what else we have? My bad. Freak out. Whatever. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source Show. If this is your first time to the channel, man, be sure to hit that like button if you feel any part of the content. We definitely appreciate that. That notification bell's waiting for your tap, so go on and give it a tap. And the subscribe button's waiting for your subscription. Yo, check this out, man. As you could have suspected, right? Diddy's public relations strategist has resigned. Okay? I mean, I'm not really shocked at that. Okay? I've heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, but my understandings though is that September is the end of the fiscal year, right? The fiscal year tends to end around September. And that's the time when a lot of CEOs happen to step down. That might explain the list of CEOs that stepped down 24 hours after Diddy's arrest that we discussed yesterday, okay? Actually, I wonder if that's connected to bro even being arrested in September. Nevertheless, Diddy's PR strategist has resigned, okay? Tasha K posted on the gram. What did she post? His longtime PR strategist, Natalie Moore, has resigned. After over 20 years of helping him maintain his public image, her email now bounces back with, "This email is no longer active." And her phone has reportedly been disconnected. According to sources, Natalie had no choice but to quit, saying Diddy was her entire world. Oh, man. Moore has been instrumental in building Diddy's empire from Sean John to Ciroc Vodka and even stuck by him during the Cassie Ventura lawsuit. But now, sis is out and her IG bio says, on vacation. It's looking like the Diddy era might be crumbling down and folks are watching every move. Yeah. Might be crumbling down. I think it's over. I think it's super duper over, okay? I think it's kind of sad though. She said Diddy was her whole world. I felt that's imagine Diddy and his antics being your whole world, and you're the PR strategist. Her PR was crazy. 20 years in the game, she was killing the game with it. Okay, but when I look at the picture, man, to me she kind of look like J-Lo. You like more like Jay Leno. Hey, cut it out. Okay, I don't like to talk about how the women look. All right, cut it out. All right, we can't help what we look like, man. Let me tell you something, man. Okay, your face. Okay. Everybody's face, your face, is the product of generations of people that fell in love with each other. Let me leave you with that happy thought, okay? You like celeb, you's a poet. You look, that boy's a Shakespeare. I know. Actually, I'm not a Shakespeare. I'm better, okay? Didn't Kendrick have a song called I'm Better? Anyway, hey look, look. Let me not be proud, okay? Because pride spells doom. Pride leads to your downfall almost every time. And let me lay this story on you, right? Since the Diddler's arrest, folks have been trying to piece together every detail that they could find from bro to get a full idea of what's on them damn tapes, okay? And more details keep leaking out. It's like bro couldn't keep the information to himself. And we all know out of the overflow of the heart speaks the mouth. He kept dropping the info, and because he had a lot of money, folks kept laughing and clapping. You follow me? Take a look at inmate 37452-054, giving you more details about the sick realization of his fantasy. Take a listen to this.
Okay. Now, we need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right. Just different blend. You need the ladies, you need the booze.
You need some water.
For watering plants?
No, I don't know if guys have noticed this. Like, a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They just, so you have, if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but rock with me. But just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
No.
Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you doing?
Depends on the way you look at it.
People start getting it gets kind of sexy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you sexy.
That's what he said on Conan O'Brien's show. He said that on Conan O'Brien's show. And it's crazy, man, because like that man said it in English. Okay? He said they need water. What? He said first of all, it starts with the alcohol. As I told you before, it's always the alcohol. It starts off with the alcohol, okay? He said they need water. They gonna need locks on the door. Which means if they want to get out, they cannot get out because they're locked in, right? They're locked in. They're gonna need locks on the door. I guess he could say like, oh, no. They lock the door so other people can't come in. I don't know. They're going to need heat, a lot of heat, no air conditioning. That sounds like some kind of dungeon type situation. Okay. They're gonna need water. Which means they wouldn't have normally had it. They're gonna need water. They're gonna need locks on the door. They're going to need heat, a lot of heat, no air conditioning. Heat affects the alcohol. Everybody gets a lot more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice sweat. Conan is like, that just sounds disgusting. Conan knew there was something wrong with what this man was saying. Okay, that man said, and everybody just was laughing, right? Look. He said he likes to keep the parties with no ACs and locks on the door, and everyone gets as hot and sweaty as possible, which is the perfect segue into why he probably wanted to do that. Sauce, what did Puffy want these people to do at his parties, Sauce? What do he want these people to do?
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your robes. I'm getting so hot, I wanna take my robe off. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your robes. I'm getting so hot, I wanna take my robe off.
That's right. He wanted them to take off all their robes, take off all their clothes, because it starts getting hot. You know what I mean? Hey, look. Yes, you've seen it a million times, and each time it serves its purpose. Okay? Don't at me. All right? Oh, did I tell you? Speaking of Nelly, you know what I mean? Now that we're thinking about him. Well, before let me just jump into it right now. I might as well, right? Oh, wait. Where's my Nelly story at? All right. The St. Lunatics, Ali, Murphy Lee, Kyle Wan, and City Spud are suing Nelly for $50 million for copyright infringement and unjust enrichment. I had to look up what unjust enrichment was because I didn't know what it is. Apparently, it's basically when you become rich in an unjust manner, right? I guess, like in this case, the copyright. As far as they were concerned, they weren't credited adequately nor properly compensated on Nelly's 2000 debut album, Country Grammar, okay? That was 24 years ago. I thought like the statute of limitations would have. I guess not. I guess it don't matter, okay? It was stated, quote, despite repeated assurances by defendant, I guess that's Nelly, by defendant Haynes, that plaintiffs would receive their writing credit and publishing income for creating the original composition. Plaintiffs sometimes in 2020 eventually discovered that defendant Haynes had been lying to them the entire time. This is how the lawsuit reads. Plaintiffs eventually discovered that not only did they not receive any credit as authors and or creators of the original composition, but that defendant Haynes and others took full credit for creating the original compositions contained in the infringing album. Close quote. That's wild, man. I think that's wild. Because bro been on that show with Kevin Hart, and I know he couldn't have been broke doing that. But they suing him now as soon as he gets married to Ashanti and has a kid. You know what I'm saying? Now is the time where you definitely ain't gonna see no paper. If he got kids, he ain't seeing no paper. Y'all gonna sue him now? That's jacked up. Or maybe it's just like, nah, he don't got the law team that can defend him. But sheesh. Anyway, look. Back to the Diddy parties, okay? The parties was something bro wasn't averse to hiding, apparently, all right? I guess when you make a lot of money, you can get away with all kinds of criminality, man. You know what I mean? The scary part is that the victims that are present at the victims that were present at the parties, the celebrities saw them at the events and didn't think too much of saying anything, which is low-key jacked up. Unless they were saying something, but folks weren't listening. What's crazy is this. If it was your goofy ass, the feds would have chased you down and perp walked you for damn near jaywalking, man. You know what I'm saying? For just thinking that you might know something. Anyway, take a listen to these celebs speaking on these Diddy parties. Now, apparently MTV has some kind of commercial on the joint. Take a look at this joint real quick.
For the next 53 seconds, we'll take an in-depth look inside Diddy parties.
Diddy once threw a party on a jet flying around the world. Now, it started on a Tuesday and somehow ended on the previous Sunday. I don't know how he did that.
Now that I'm engaged, I've decided to slow down a little. 3 Diddy parties a week. Maybe 4. Not including the weekends.
Well, I remember one day we went to this DIDDY party. What happened? Lil Jon forgot his pimp cup.
Yep.
He about went to DIDDY and SB had a pimp cup Lil Jon can borrow.
And he had a whole bunch of pimp cups.
He had a pimp set.
It's hard to say which is more off the hook. A Diddy party or a Diddy after party. Or a Diddy after party, which is basically a pre-party for the next Diddy party.
The Diddy Party legend continues tonight at 8 p.m. 7.
I guess that's something, man. I mean, you know, like I said, like people apparently they knew about it. A lot of people knew about these things, and nobody was saying anything. And I think that there's something wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Now we done told you, right? We done told you what Fifth thought concerning Diddy and what he believes to be the reason why the hammer has dropped so hard on the diddler, and maybe not the why, but you know what I mean, like what was associated with it, the beginning of the downfall. Remember when Fifth said it was Diageo, when he split with Diageo, all of a sudden all these things started dropping? Maybe it's coincidence, right? But New York City attorney by the name of Mo, I guess, right? He reveals another angle that sounds pretty tight. Take a listen to what he had to say.
I'm going to tell you the craziest thing about Diddy being locked up right now, facing mandatory minimums, the possibility of life in federal prison. Go read the transcript from the bond hearing and listen to what the defense says they believe is the start of the feds looking into P. Diddy. See, the defense says, my read of it, many months ago, a woman approaches Diddy and says, hey, this is through lawyers, we're going to be releasing a tell-all book about this woman's experience with Diddy over all the years, and it's going to make you look like a monster. And if you don't want that book to get out there, you can buy the exclusive rights to it for $30 million. Catch and kill this book. Diddy's team says no. Woman comes back with a lawyer. We're going to file a civil lawsuit against you because it's not just stuff that makes for good print. These are civil claims that we can bring and we can win millions of dollars. Diddy's team says, okay, bring the lawsuit. They bring the lawsuit, and within like hours, it's settled for, surprise, surprise, $30 million. After those things happened, a line of people came with stories to get their check too. Hey, if she got 30 mil, what can I get off this guy? I was there, I saw this, I heard that. And that then led to a federal investigation. See, people think, oh, somebody's out to get him. He pissed off the wrong person. It's the alcohol company that, nah. You guys got to understand that there's prosecutors out there who want big, sexy cases. They don't fall out of the sky every day. The chance to go after somebody like P. Diddy and put him away for life is like the greatest case you could ever find if you're a prosecutor. And so when a public filing gets released and you read it and you go, wait a second, that law firm is mad thorough. Wait a second, he settled it for 30 million. Wait a second. If all of this is true, then I could probably get some subpoenas. I could probably collect some evidence. I could probably build a case. They start doing it. They raid. A couple months later, they indict. It is very possible that had P. Diddy immediately caught and killed the story by paying the $30 million that he paid eventually anyway, that story never gets public. Nobody ever comes forward, and nobody in the federal government ever bothers to look for the baby oil.
So essentially, my takeaway from that is his pride got him roped up, and Cassie would have took her monetary settlement and her dignity and skated, but because he wanted to play hardball, right, and he thought he was invincible, okay, she raised the stakes, and it cost him everything, and now his freedom, right? If his level of pride was just a little bit less, he was like, man, let me give you this 30 because I know I did you wrong. He probably would be outside right now trying to figure out how to get your niece or your daughter into a locked room with no AC. You know what I'm saying? Look, with all of this coming out, it's most likely more humiliating for her than for him, okay? Think about it, because people expect stuff like that from him. But to let the world know that you were one of the exploited victims and the details of your exploitation, that really speaks to Cassie's level of resilience. And anyone else that has spoken out against how he harmed them, it really says a lot. Because think about it. She's one of the few people that had the courage to openly speak out about how she was violated. You know how many people don't want to have that conversation about how they were violated, man? That's scary stuff. You know what I'm saying? Where we at over here? What's my time looking like, man? right, let me give you these last two pieces of information. All right. All right. Rick Ross and Detroit OG Trick. They settled their differences. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they were seeing eye to eye, right? Two had tension for over a decade. Detroit was more or less a no-fly zone for Rick Ross, all right? Since Trick felt the biggest boss disrespected his city. And now, Death Row Records co-founder Michael Harris, right, Harry-O, has essentially brokered some kind of a peace settlement between the two and set it up for them to share the stage during Harry-O's Our Community First Action concert in Michigan. And Ross was thankful for what Harry-O has settled between the two, him and Trick. Take a look real quick. You see that, man? Blessed are the peacemakers, man. You know what I mean? That's now Rose don't gotta put himself in harm's way and perform in Canada again. Okay, that's good news right there. Because remember what happened in Canada, man? That joke was hairy. Now that's the good news for us. Here's the bad news. Okay, Tia Kemp. All right, you already know the two share a child together, her and Ross. But she has some pretty strong statements to say about bro. During one of her moments where she was arguing with Rose's sister, she had this to say. Take a listen.
So we finna clock this tea right here. Renee says you want to stay keeping up shit. We finna talk about some real tea. Your brother over there paying people to put hits out. He over there paying people to put hits out. And niggas running off with his money and it's getting back to me. So now I'm finna send the feds over there to y'all motherfucking empire. See, you had the right bitch today, ho. You keep playing with me, I'm finna tear y'all motherfucking empire down. Next, we gonna talk about Miss Carol murder. Y'all know who Miss Carol is. You know that's behind your brother. I'm finna make sure her family sue y'all whole estate. Cause that case is not closed. You know the lady that was killed leaving from my mama's house getting her hair done that time. And it's behind your brother and his drama. You know that. You know. About the man who was killed in front of Black House? Okay.
She essentially implicated this man to be involved in whatchamacallit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy stuff right there. What she said was wild right there. And look, and it'd be that. It'd be so like someone having a conversation, not with Ross directly, but with Ross's sister. And she and Tia's like, you going down. I'm gonna take you out of here. You going? The whole empire is going down because of my argument with you. That's how it be, man. That's how it be. That's why you can't. How can I say this? What I've learned throughout the course of my life is that people, if you have dirt under your nails of any type, right, and people know about it, like that joint could come out in a side argument. You know what I mean? Like an argument that don't even involve you. Like the person that knows the dirt that's under your nails, they could be having an argument with somebody else. And if they related to you, then that joint is coming out. That's crazy. What she said was wild. You follow me? I definitely need to know, what your thoughts on that, because that ain't no good. Let me go to my shout outs real quick. Let's see what we got over here, man. Let's go to our shout outs. All right, shout out to, I think it's Zelda Johnson. Wait. Let me double check. Wait, hold on for a second. Shout out to Zelda Johnson. Okay, Zelda Johnson hit your boy with $4.99. Okay, $4.99 with the super thanks. $4.99. I do appreciate that, Zelda. Real talk, man. Where your treasure is, that's where your heart is, man. And I think you treasure the channel a little bit. You know what I mean? So I do appreciate that, man. And much love to you, Zelda Johnson. That always kind of, you know what I'm saying, flabbergasted me, man. And I can't not be shocked by that. Okay, Alik John said, "Is this a celebrity news source or church? Because if it's the latter, church, I'm gonna have to finally unsubscribe." Alik said, "I've been following you for quite some time, and sure you can do whatever you want on your platform, but everyone listening is not Christian. And you're starting to quote with your beliefs too much. And if I wanted to listen to a sermon, I wouldn't refer to your platform to do so. So stick to the script and stop trying to simply and try to simply be mindful of your entire audience. We're not all Christian. And if you think to respond negatively, it would only show how ungodly you are. I love your show. And I use it as my black TMZ. Your black TMZ? Yet if things are going to continue as such, I'm going to be forced to unsubscribe. What's up, man? What's up? People were driving past my car looking at me like, yo, you're losing it. No, I'm not losing it. Okay, listen. Alik Johnson. You say you've been watching my channel for a minute, but for a minute, you said, what'd you say? I've been following you for quite some time. Quite some time must be 3 episodes. Because I talk about God every episode, damn. Like, I don't want to say damn near, but I talk about God all the time on this platform, right? That's just part of what is me. Like, that's me, bro. That's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not just acting like, I don't act church, okay? That's just what I am every day, all day. It just is what it is. And I never would change that. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to Blue Dahlia too, because she had said it. She was like, yo, don't change for nothing. You know what I mean? I'm not changing that. Not for nobody. You follow me? And I welcome people to, I invite people to unsubscribe if they feel like they can't get with the way that we deliver what we deliver and how we deliver it, the flavor with which we season it with. But I will always season this joint with the preservative of God's word. You follow me? That's just how it is. And there are other platforms that don't ever and will never mention God and disturb your sensibilities. Okay? So I do apologize. But I don't think you're gonna get what you are asking for with this one. Okay? Matter of fact, let me read Blue Dahlia's comments. Blue Dahlia said, let me see. She said, I love your jokes. Thank you, Blue Dahlia. She said, stay true to yourself. Thank you, Blue Dahlia. And she said, and don't let no one change you but God. And that is only for the better. Thank you, Blue Dahlia. I do appreciate that. You know what I mean? And I appreciate anyone that appreciates what we are, how we are, and how we deliver what we deliver. You follow me? Stainless JL said, look, how you hear me finish that sentence? Look, your phone is listening to you. You already know that. You be talking about stuff all the time. The stuff be showing up in your timelines and whatnot. You know what it is, bro. Your phone is listening to you. I am too, okay? I can hear y'all thoughts. Listen, Glass God said, and that's one reason I'm glad I'm not a celebrity. He said, it's cool in a few ways, but tremendously bad in more ways than one. I don't know what he's referring to when he said, and that's one reason, but I mean, we talk about Diddy's arrest, so, and the Diddy parties and how weird they all are and stuff like that. Yeah. It might, being a celebrity might be cool in one way. Listen, you know, a quote that I heard earlier today was, it was some man that was talking about how if you make $400,000 a year, he said you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. If you know your wife should be ashamed of you. You should be making like $4 million a year. And then when he asked somebody in the crowd, how much do you make? They said 2.7 million. He was like, oh, you should be ashamed of yourself. I forgot the name of the dude. Okay, but somebody was in the comments. It was just like that man doesn't realize that man is so poor. All he has is money. It said something like that. And I thought that was a great comment. Some people are so poor, all they have is money. Marinate on that, okay? Mel said, you're good, darling. Love your channel. It's got a good feel to it. I appreciate that. Thank you, Mel. Sweet Allen said, he said, great job with these videos. I know why so many people watch them. Just your voice and the words you use are entertaining. Keep up the great work. You're great at it. I appreciate that, man. He said, I love watching all your videos, man. I've definitely learned some things from quoting of the scriptures. Thanks. Stay blessed. Keep up the great job. I'm here for it. Yo, man, I appreciate you for that. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't like the direction that we come from, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why folks be hating. But that person said that they like the channel, though. So let me just throw that out there. They did say they like the channel. So, you know what? So who is that person again? Alec? Alec, if you are offended by the cry voice, Alec, if you're offended by the cry voice, it's nothing personal, okay? But don't tell me what to do, okay? Don't tell me what to do unless it's for my best interest, all right? I understand that not everyone in the audience is Christian. I completely understand that. And so, but I'm Christian. And so, you know, not everybody's Christian, but I'm Christian. And so I come through with a Christian bent. You get with it, or you can always find a place where they can give you exactly what they can scratch the itch in the exact way that you want it scratched, okay? Let's get right back to it. This bad boy. Let me give you this last one. This is rough. This last one is pretty rough. Okay. Jamie Foxx was on live with Cowboy owner Jerry Jones. Okay. Cowboy owner Jerry Jones. The man starts describing one of the players. He's a Cowboys owner. The Dallas Cowboys owner just starts describing one of the players. And towards the end of the clip I'm about to show you, he starts describing the player's body parts, even down to the privates. The joint was kind of creepy. Take a listen. Wow. Now, in case you couldn't hear it, he goes 5'9.5", 9 3-inch hand, 8.5-inch D. I know the ladies is like, ooh, who he talking about? Go settle down somewhere and control yourself, okay? But I want to know. Shut up. Gosh. When he said that, 8.5-inch D, Jamie Foxx cuts the live. You see why you can't be going live, man? That was creepy, though. But I don't know, man. It's the way that he was describing it. I mean, he's the Dallas Cowboys owner. But why he spoke about the player like he was describing a horse? You follow me? Like he was describing like his property. Might I say property? I don't know. Like we all be saying some pretty cuffed up ish. You know what I'm saying? But bro was definitely out of pocket with that one. You know what I'm saying? Every time I hear the song Secret Agent Man, I say Secret Asian Man. Okay? Because I'm thinking of, because I could have sworn I heard that joint when I was watching a Jackie Chan movie where he was playing the agent. Y'all know I think it's called Agent Next Door or something like that? I don't remember. What's the name of the movie with Jackie Chan where he was playing a secret agent? Okay? Every time I watch that, I sing Secret Asian Man. Yeah, see, people say crazy stuff. You can clip any of my videos and be like, this dude be talking crazy. Go ahead and clip them and then share them. And then tell people to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, man. Be sure to like. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.